Lucky you have only 5 minutes.
We've taken up the chance now.
Okay, thank you. So my name is Marika.
Give the lady a clap.
My name is Marika. I come from Tampere Region Economic Development Agency. It's a very difficult name. I have, so I passed my cards.
Motivation, huh? Please.
Okay. I don't directly work with the entrepreneurship promotion so much.
Ah, you're the one that sent me the email.
Could be.
Teresa.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you. So, I work in the Tampere Region Economic Development Agency, and I'm coordinating a network called Talent Tampere that some of you might heard of.
Yes.
And the kind of a focus of the network and my passion is the international competence and how these can be better utilized in our economy, in our companies. How can we foster the entrepreneurship of immigrants who bring lots of things that we really value in this region. It's really, I'm just coming to that these competence and skills are kind of a completely underutilized at the moment. There are lots of these difficulties, as you have mentioned, and I'm very tired of starting the discussion with the companies about the Finnish skills. And we are trying to kind of do services, develop them, and also to have this impact on the people's mindset that do you really need to look at the Finnish skills first, or can you look at the people and the competence and what good that brings to the business? So that's our mission. It's not work completed yet, but let me assure you that it's recognized, and we have channels to the ministry we are talking with. There are things moving on very slowly, and it's frustrating for us who work with you and those of you who have at the individual level experienced that, but things are moving. I've been working on this topic since 8 years, and I see the baby steps at the legislation, at the services, at the attitudes. And it's painstaking that it's so slow, but these issues are being kind of going to the right direction. So I know it's not ideal, but it's not, your voice is not going kind of unnoticed or unheard. So,
but seriously, when you meet the stone wall, it makes me feel like throwing down my towel.
you're not the only one.
And seriously, just becoming a problem of the state. That's it.
Yeah, but okay, I'll use my 3 remaining minutes as well as I can. So I'm here if you want to talk with me, and I also would like to present my colleague Elisa, who is here. Elisa Mochizuki is working with us, so feel free to talk with her or me after this if you like. So what we do and how we do it. So it's a lot about information. We gather services, promote good cases from companies, events, what's going on in Tampere region. Are you familiar with Talent Tampere site? So this is something where we have information for talents and companies about the events, services. Again, it's not ideal and there should be lots of more effort to put here, but this is something that we have at the moment. We also have a LinkedIn group. How many of you are in LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. I'll pass you cards, so if you want to have a look and join the group. And this is something we also use as a communication channel. It's for you to discuss topics that you feel that are relevant. It's in English, that's almost the only rule. And this is where you get also, when you set up your business, you hear about the events, you can get peer support, you can find things that are relevant for you. Because this is something we have realized when we have talked with new entrepreneurs, that it's pretty smooth to set your company. You get really good advice from Ensimetri, the paperwork doesn't take long, or Osuuskunta. The Mirja, who was here, she's one of the best experts in Finland. She's gold. So if you ever think of Osuuskunta, so grab Mirja and use her because she's really good. And people like Sonia and her team, they really know everything about the permits, and they are there to help you. But the difficulty seems to be that you need to get like-minded people to work with. You have to build your network. You need support to get the ideas going. And I think with these channels and events, this can help a bit to find people that you can work with and do. There are kind of good initiatives on kind of a English-speaking professional networks as well, and this is something we are trying to support and encourage as well, to kind of link you to the society at the professional level, to be part of the ecosystem, as they call it. Another hint that I could give you, okay, I'll have to write it down. Are you familiar with this site? Tapahtumat yrityksille. Events for companies, it's also in English. And this is something that has lots of good stuff for companies and startups. Again, what's going on in this city or sometimes even in Helsinki. And again, use these addresses to find information, what's going on, and build your competence. One more I'll just mention when we talked about the language. It's not our doings, but it's really good. If you look for the Finnish courses, not Finn courses, Finnish courses, they are all listed here. And some of them are free of charge. And you can do a search for Tampere as well. So if you're struggling with the language, so there are also this type of channels where you can look for Tampere and see what's going on in Tampere when there are 53 different courses. So again, there's a lot available, so if you can tap these, so that's also very good. Okay, it's 3 o'clock. One more thing that I can specifically mention that is actual right now is that we have there's a well-established company, growth company path in or kind of a sparring competition in Finland called Kasvu Open, and we have kind of brought to this process talents. So right now we are inviting talents, internationals and Finns, to join the process to meet the growth companies and kind of discuss about the competence needs and also to kind of develop their own skills. It's not about recruitment if you kind of join the process, but it's about meeting companies, discussing with them, and establishing again networks and such. And Elisa knows about this.
Yeah,
There's
networking, and at the end of networking there may be a job, but that's not the straightforward answer or purpose.
Is
Yes.
that in 26 or 27?
I
think I saw something.
The companies for the process have already been selected, and this talent application to join as a talent is till the end of the month. And next Wednesday on 22nd we have info session on this. So if you want to hear what it's all about, so contact me or check the site. Or check check here on the site that if you can come to the info session and what it's all about. So that's the kind of a thing that we have at our hands at the moment.
So,
Okay.
this is
Feel free to contact me anytime, sir.
this is run in the talent space there by the back of Finlay.
Talent Space is owned and managed by the City of Tampere and the Employment Services of City of Tampere. We cooperate and we have sometimes event there. And we try to kind of break the silos a little bit that we do with different people and different actors, so that it's not that these are for unemployed, these are for students, these are for in the transition period people, the services, so it will be more kind of a mix, so that's our task. Okay, have a great weekend. Thank you.
Sorry.